The NAIC used the model law and regulation as a way to address extension of collateral elimination to non-EU countries. On the issue of providing reinsurers domiciled in qualified jurisdictions with similar reinsurance collateral requirements, we're undecided right now. Rather than simply accept the EU-US covered agreement as the default template for eliminating collateral in jurisdictions not under the covered agreement, we think the NAIC should take a fresh look at the whole issue of collateral elimination and determine whether there is a better paradigm with better terms and conditions for eliminating collateral than the EU-US covered agreement. I'm not prepared to discuss what that better paradigm might look like today, but you've already heard some comments from Allstate, and we would suggest that given the closed nature of the whole covered agreement negotiation and process, where U.S. stakeholders were barred from any activity, knowledge exchanges, we think the NAIC should have an open debate on how to best accommodate elimination of collateral going forward for non-EU jurisdictions. On the additional guardrails issue, we're a major purchaser of reinsurance, so we do not support the automatic addition of new capital requirements for U.S. ceding companies using an EU-based reinsurer until there's a proper assessment made of the impact that the zero collateral requirement may have on ceding companies. In the interim, we think the NAIC should work on making sure that the states are equipped to modify their financial surveillance paradigms to assess whether the elimination of collateral under the covered agreement has caused increased financial solvency risks. But let's not unnecessarily add additional capital requirements to U.S. cedents until there's some data that there's a problem. On the last topic of any other considerations, I want to mention the Joint Committee. As we state in our comment letter, we believe it's imperative that state regulators and state legislators be named as members of the Joint Committee to ensure that discussions in the Joint Committee will be well informed of the views and interests of state insurance regulators. My next comment is on what I like to call freedom of contract. Since cedents will still want to negotiate for collateral when it is in their best interest, we would like to see the language in the model law as it's revised to meet the covered agreement contain provisions which preserve the ability of the parties to a reinsurance contract to